Greetings, fashionistas and style enthusiasts. Welcome to the House of Vanity, where we converse and explore all things fashion. Technology is creeping into every corner of our lives. But let's be real. Nothing is more exciting than its impact on fashion. After what feels like forever, we are finally seeing some amazing advances in the fashion world. What advances, you ask? Well, did you witness Kenya runner Eliud Kipchoge making history on October 12, 2019? On that day, he shocked everyone by becoming the first person to finish a marathon in under 2 hours. It was so impressive, but do you know what was the most standout thing about him that day? He was rocking a pair of carbon-plated trail running shoes, or as we call them now, super shoes. Yes, that's true. The shoes we wear have gotten a major upgrade and are now in the super category. So, what exactly are these super shoes and what makes them so super? Let's find out. Back in the day, running shoes were pretty basic. You had your rubber soles, some cushioning, and that was about it. Sure, they got the job done, but there were always problems. Runners often complained about injuries, lack of support, and the feeling that their shoes were holding them back rather than helping them push forward. The need for something better was clear. That's when a spark of innovation hit the running world. The first idea was to enhance the natural spring of the foot. Scientists and designers thought, what if we could make a shoe that not only protects, but also propels? This was when they started using the carbon plate. The early prototypes were pretty rudimentary, but the concept was great. A thin, lightweight plate was embedded in the midsole to provide stiffness and a spring-like effect. It will reduce energy runners need with each step. However, initial attempts faced many challenges. The shoes were either too rigid, which caused discomfort, or they were not durable enough to withstand long distances. But innovators did not give up. They experimented with different materials, designs, and technologies. The breakthrough came when they found the perfect balance by combining lightweight, responsive foam with a carefully engineered carbon plate. They created a shoe that not only enhanced performances, but also provided comfort and support. In the end, after years of trial and error, persistence, and innovation, we got the magical features that define super shoes today. But what are these magical features exactly? There are many features that contribute to the incredible performance boost the super shoes offer. These include the shoe's weight, material compositions, heel thickness, and something called longitudinal bending stiffness. In simpler terms, this is how flexible a shoe is from heel to toe. If I have to give you a one-word answer, I would say it is the sole that is magical. As you know, there is the carbon fiber plate. This innovation runs from heel to toe within a foam sole. While carbon plates are not a brand new concept, the specific scope shape used in some modern super shoes is what is grabbing headlines. This shape creates a teeter-totter effect, meaning it helps to return energy to the runner with each foot strike. This means every time your foot hits the ground, the shoe bounces you forward. That's the magic of the carbon fiber plate. Then the evolutionary thing is its foam. Traditional running shoes often use thermoplastic, polyurethane, or ethylene vinyl acetate materials. They have been good, but not great. Now the shoes are made with polyether block amide foam. This material stores significantly more energy from foot strikes, and then returns more of that energy back to the runner. PEBA foam is also much lighter, which means less effort for each step and more speed overall. The shoe's heel thickness has also been changed overall as well. Super shoes have heels up to 40 mm thick, about 10 mm more than other racing shoes. This adds thickness serves two purposes. First, it accommodates all the advanced technology inside the shoe. And second, it increases the wearer's leg length. A long leg length contributes to energy savings, which allows runners to go further and faster with less fatigue. All these features come together to create a shoe that is more than the sum of its parts. The carbon fiber plate's energy return, the lightweight and highly responsive PEBA foam, and the thicker heel combine to push athletes beyond their limits. They can run faster and longer with less effort. It's no wonder these shoes are setting records and revolutionizing the world of running. In fact, these advanced features have even influenced the design of new track spikes, which just shows how far-reaching the impact of super shoes has become. But there is one particular model in all of this that I believe is going to change the game completely. Unlike the highly televised release from Nike and Adidas, this under-the-radar shoe promises to leave them both in the dust. The shoe I'm talking about are On's Cloudboom Strike LS. These shoes are the newest and fastest running shoes to date, and I believe they are set to be worn by the best runners in the world on the big stage. But first, let me give you a bit of background on On Running. Founded less than 15 years ago, On Running has quickly become one of the most innovative sportswear brands in the world. They have been working on a project for the last 5 years to elevate athlete performance. And this project is to use a robot. Yes, a literal robot to create the entire upper of the shoe from a continuous filament in just 3 minutes. The technology, called Light Spray, is behind the new Cloudboom Strikes LS. You might have spotted a similar looking shoe already, but let me tell you about the minds behind it. Johannes is the man behind Light Spray, who first represented his technology at a design fair. He sprayed a shoe by hand. It was unlike anything seen before. On Running saw the potential and partnered with Johannes and developed this innovative process further. Light Spray technology was inspired by a Halloween spiderweb gun. Johannes saw the potential for creating a textile quickly and effectively. Today, On Running uses this technology to create a second skin-like upper that is remarkably light. It weighs only 30 grams, which is over half the weight of their previous lightest upper. What's even more impressive is that the Light Spray process allows for a completely laceless design. The technology perfectly refines the fit, elasticity, and positions for the ultimate performance. The robot bonds the upper smoothly to the midsole, which consists of On's Helion's Hyperfoam. The development of Light Spray technology was a collaborative process with athletes because On wanted to make sure the product not only worked in theory, but also in practice. The ability to quickly create new prototypes allow On to test, gather feedback, and make improvements rapidly. On is working around the clock to create shoes for the elite athletes ahead of the big event this summer. While limited numbers have been available, a large distribution is planned for the future. Keep your eyes peeled for these revolutionary shoes. And this is just the beginning, people. The world of athletic footwear is evolving at a lightning speed, and there is so much more on the horizon. The advances we have seen so far are only the tip of the iceberg. And there have been some other exciting tech being introduced. Did you know we already have smart shoes? These shoes are equipped with sensors that track everything from your stride length to your foot strike patterns. These shoes can give you real-time feedback to improve your performance. Another cool development is 3D printing. Companies are using this technology to create custom-fit shoes that perfectly match the shape of your feet. This means better comfort, less risk of injury, and an overall boost in performance. Then there is the use of advanced materials. I am talking about things like graphene, which is a super strong and lightweight material that is used to create even more durable and responsive shoes. Let me give you an example of how it would feel to wear such shoes. You will feel like you have the strength of steel, but are carrying the weight of a feather. Feels amazing to think, right? This is actually going to happen in the next few years. There are also going to be some eco-friendly innovations. Brands are now focusing on sustainability. They are trying to create shoes from recycled materials and biodegradable components. This way, we get to enjoy high-performance footwear while also taking care of our planet. And it is not just running shoes that are getting an upgrade. It includes other sports as well. In basketball, we are seeing shoes with built-in shock absorbers and enhanced ankle support. And in soccer, cleats are being designed with better grip and flexibility to enhance players' movement on the field. Now, recall the wave-like pacing technology we talked about earlier? That's just one example of how tech is being used to push athletic performance to new heights. There is also the use of virtual reality for training, which will help athletes visualize and perfect their techniques. The future of sports and footwear is incredibly exciting. We are entering an era where technology and athletics and fashion are becoming more connected than ever. So, keep your eyes peeled and your laces tied tight, because the best is yet to come. So, what new features do you want in your shoes in the future? Share your creative ideas with me in the comments below. And in case you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more fashion content. Until next time, stay stylish, stay chic. XOXO, House of Vanity.